wanted to be a voice for change because I come from humble beginnings, and those experiences have shaped and molded me, and I just firmly believe that we all are sum total of our life experiences. And my life experiences allowed me to have different set of challenges and a set of struggles as well, and it's always been in my heart to develop a platform, create a platform, and help other people by sharing my platform with the world so I could get them out of those challenging situations as well. Growing up in this neighborhood, it was pretty much every day. We had a couple of people that owned corner stores that wasn't black people. And I can recall just going in as a kid, me purchasing something from the store. And I just always remember when they dropped my change in my hand, they never tried to touch my hand. They would drop it like my skin was a disease or something of that nature. And then oftentimes you had the police that was running around. Mind you, this was the inception of the crack epidemic. So they just automatically perceived everyone to be selling drugs. And, I walked to the Fluent neighborhood one day, historic Oakwood, and I was fundraising for my AAU basketball trip. I was selling magazines, and I would often sell the magazines and get people to purchase subscriptions, and that was my means of cash to fundraise and finance my AAU trip. Well, one day, I'm coming from the neighborhood and I'm counting my money, and a cop pulls up beside me. I'm like 12 years old at the time, and he calls me a boy, and we all know what that meant. And he said, "Boy," he said, "where you get that money from?" And I told him, I was selling magazine subscriptions, and I guess he thought I was trying to run game on him or hustle him, and he pulled me to the side and made me spread eagle, and he took my money out of my pocket. So I went home crying to my mom because I was violated by a policeman, and he had taken my money and financed that I worked so hard to finance my AAU trip for. We're still hoping. It's been 400 years, and we're still hoping for the appropriate racial relations. I would hope that black people would not only get treated, but receive fair and equal opportunity. I hope we are respected more. I hope our lives are valued more. I hope our children's lives are valued more. I hope to create a life where not only my children, but other children don't have to suffer and go through the atrocities that we've experienced and our grandfathers experienced along the way. It seems like as we pass this from generation to generation, the situations are still the same. Right? It's a different story, but the situations are still the same. And the murders and the lynchings, I think it's all because black people aren't highly respected in this world. And I think in this year 2020, we've been forced to take a blatant look at ourselves and see it for not the ideal country that we want to be, but the real country that we are.